Y'all ready for this?
Hello. My name's Amanda Easton and I'm a pop artist from Sydney, Australia. I make retro-inspired theatrical electronic pop. But when I'm not doing my own music, I do cabaret, cover band gigs, solo gigs, tribute shows, recording sessions. So you're 19 at the time?
19, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't actually get it at first.
You didn't get the gig?
No, they came down to Drummoyne Rowing Club and checked me out again. And
yeah.
I just said, just call home management. We're going to New Zealand and then we're going to America and we're going to New York.
Goodness!
And then we're going to Europe. And the furthest I'd been was Canberra in a car, played a tennis tournament. I shouldn't be telling you all this, it's a big
It's
embarrassment.
fantastic!
And then all of a sudden...
It's like a Hollywood story.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
My mum called me up one day and said, "Why did you put all that stuff on my doorstep?" And I hadn't. I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "You left a whole lot of your photos and, your stuff on my doorstep. What did you want me to do with it?" And I didn't know what she was talking about. And when I eventually went over to have a look at the box, I realised it was a whole lot of photos and whatever from my life. And it could only have come from one person.
Yesterday's gone. Australia's finest female singers, Amanda Easton has been a darling of the indie pop scene over the past few years, thanks to her unique theatrical style and quirky sound.
I dance to the music in my head. Don't pity 'cause I hear this tune instead. Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song. I want more berries and that summer feeling. It's so wonderful and warm. Breathe me in, breathe me out. I don't know if I could ever go without. I'm just thinking. Shoot that poison arrow through my heart. Shoot that poison arrow through my heart. at the Wallflower shoot. Come here, join me. I can see it frightens you to look into my deepest blue. But I'll be watching you from here.
Hello, how are you? Hi, Sid. Hi, Katie. How are you going? I saw that you posted that. Sydney, isn't the song from Billie Eilish? If it is, I'm going to have to disagree with you there because I love it. But I might be wrong. It might not be hers. But it's got a different vibe, that's for sure. So it's probably not as epic, maybe, as some James Bond songs. And I do love my epicity, which, yes, is not a word. Anyway, how are you going? It's another beautiful day here in Sydney town. Craig, it's great to see you. You're on time. Look, any time that you pop by is a good time. It's great to see you. I got to say, I've been busy booking gigs. How good is that? It's very, very exciting. There seems to be a lot happening out in the world. Yeah, have a look at it. Have a look it up. Please sit and let me know. I know there was a Billie Eilish James Bond theme that got released, but it was just kind of before the pandemic and it got lost a little bit. But yeah, anyway. Bert, how are you? Is it a beautiful day in Dubbo again? It is here as well. It's gorgeous. I might actually get out in it. You never know. And did I say hello to you, Katie? Hi, how are you? I've got to say, I'm very excited. Katie sent me a message yesterday and we had a little chat about ideas coming up. And she was saying she thought it would be great if we did a Halloween stream, which I'm going to call a Hallow Stream. There you go. How's that? A Hallow Stream. But on actual Halloween, I won't be here. And the Friday, that's probably the closest day for us. I've actually got a gig. So I'm going to do a Halloween stream next Wednesday. So that will be before Halloween. And then the following Tuesday, which will be just after Halloween. So I'm kind of, bookending it. And I'm going to dress up and I've got lots of things planned. Katie and I have been talking about this. So I'm excited. I think it'll be lots of fun. No Time to Die is sung by Billy. Maybe it might take a few listens. I mean, maybe, you're just not a fan, which is fair enough. But I'm a big fan of Billy, so she can do no wrong in my eyes. If you're not a fan, maybe it's a bit jarring because it's quite different. But, yeah, I'm glad you like the movie. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So let me see. I've got a couple of requests left over from yesterday. If you'd like to add anything, please jump on the set list. Sorry, Sid, you tried earlier, but I hadn't opened it up. It was still closed from yesterday. So just jump on any time and you can add something now. Hello, Virtual Gopher. How are you? I hope all your Zoom meetings went well yesterday. Let me know if there's anything I can play you. We just opened up the song list. And on Friday, on Friday after my stream, I did a raid on a guy called Paratune. I think he might be German and beautiful musician. And he played this song and it reminded me of my childhood. And I thought, I've got to play that. I love that song. And I love it when I hear another artist do a song and it brings back memories for me. Sunday afternoon went really well. Thank you, Craig. It went so great. I had an absolute ball. In fact, I'm going to play you a little bit of a vlog that I did about Sunday. Here it is. This is my first gig back. become a bit of a tradition for me. Every time I go down the south coast or down towards Wollongong, I stop here. This is Bulli, and it's just the most beautiful view. Look at that. A cup of tea, and I'll continue on to the gig. Oh, and what a day. Look at that sky. Beautiful. So at last, after 4 months of lockdown, it is the day of my first gig back, and it's a Blondie versus Pretenders show, and I haven't driven this long for ages either. It's down at Thurul, which is an hour and 20 minutes away from Sydney. I'm very, very excited, and I've ticked a lot of boxes today. I went to visit my mum for the first time in 4 months this morning, so it was awesome to see her, and I'm looking at the beach. In the 5 kilometre radius that I was allowed to stick to in the last 4 months, there was no beach, and I really miss it. I don't have to swim, I just want to look at it, and I'm looking at a beautiful beach now. This is Easton Beach, which is just one beach along from Thurul, where the pub Beaches is. It makes me feel good. And of course, the biggest box I'm ticking today is that I get to do an actual live gig with the band, with a real life audience. I hope I remember what to do. Either way, I'm really excited. So good to be back, even that sound check. that was my Sunday. I had an absolute blast. I loved it. And my casino gig comes back tomorrow. And then on Saturday, I've got my Fleetwood Mac tribute show at the same venue that I did the Blondie one. We don't really do many pubs. In fact, I don't think we don't do any pubs except for that one, but it's the best. It's the best venue. It's just a beach pub with a, nice big stage, really good sound, great audiences, and it's so much fun. Closing song is better. This isn't James Bond, but then it was great the first time they used it in a Bond song. All the Time in the World, Louis Armstrong. Yeah, of course. I knew what you were talking about. Yeah. David, how are you going? I love rose-coloured glasses too. I tend to look at the world through rose-coloured glasses, and I see that as a good thing. Very symbolic. Okay. So I was talking about a song that I heard another artist. Thanks, Craig. Another artist that I rated on Friday night called Paratune, and he played this song. So I thought I'd try and do it myself.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the world. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the red garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden so plain. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word.
Something has broken. That's actually a little bit low for me, and you never really know until you do it over a microphone properly, but I can change that. Jane, oh, did you see it as well, David? Did you love it? You know beaches, don't you, Craig? It's an awesome place. I live in Yuma, so no such thing as winter. Wada! How are you going? Good to see you. Summer, of course. I'm a summer person too. And I would say, of course, but I'm surprised by how many people really love winter, including my son. He'd much rather stay cozy indoors and have it raining outside and be a bit cold than be out in the sunshine. I'd much rather be out in the sunshine. Texas winters normally are not much either. Yeah, I mean, with the greenhouse effect or whatever's going on in the world, I think the weather, we can rely on it less and less. Thank you, Katie. Thanks, David. I promised to do Quando. Yesterday, David requested this, and thank you. And I thought I'd better go over that Italian before I play it. Thanks, Wada. How are you? And so, I'm a specialist when it comes to dodgy other languages. I can do dodgy Mandarin. I have to brush up my dodgy Japanese. I used to have a Japanese and a Tagalog. But at the moment I can do dodgy Italian, French, Mandarin, and that's all I can think of at the moment. There might be more. So I'm going to do a half English, half Italian song for this. Oh, Bert, thank you for the lovely hug and the kiss. So this is Quando for David. This is from yesterday. Dodgy Italian coming up, I warned you. Oh, and I also think I need to play this to start. Medic, how are you going? You almost lost an arm there. Great to see you. Oh, let's hear some Russian. Gosh, that'd have to be a difficult language to speak, let alone sing in. But yes, here's my dodgy Italian. It probably sounds like Russian the way I sing it. Tell me, when will you be mine? Tell me quando we can share a love divine. Please don't make me wait again. When will you say yes to me? Tell me quando you mean happiness to me. Please don't make me wait again. Se vuoi dirmi di sì, devi dirlo perché non ha senso per me la mia vita senza te. Dimmi quando tu verrai. Dimmi quando e macchinato mi dirai. Non ci lasceremo mai. Se vuoi dirmi di sì, deve dirlo perché non ha senso per me la mia vita senza te.
quando tu verrai. Dimmi quando e bagnato mi dirai. Non ci lasceremo mai, non ci lasceremo mai, non ci lasceremo mai. Dodgy Italian, quando. By the way, I have a new command. So why don't you try the dag command? We need to have a dag command, right? Oh my gosh, yes. Give it a go. All right. Let me see. David, we had a request to take the Stargate into Russia, into Moscow, which I know you have been to before. There you go. There's a dag command now. I'm a dag. You're a dag. She's a dag. He's a dag. Everyone is a dag. But awesome. Well, David, I'm going to have to school you in the Australian. That's only 1G. There you go. You know, the things that you do, the way that I spend my time. I created a dag command. Very important. There are a couple of new animations too, if you want to check it out. So you want to go to Russia. We're going to take the Stargate and go to Moscow. I've been to St. Petersburg, which I loved, but I do really want to go to Moscow. Okay, let me see what we can do here.
It's Play School. Through the windows.
Play School is going to take us through one of the windows.
Eh?
You know, sometimes I need some help. I am live, Chip. How are you? Oh, my little pussycat friend there is doing a great job. Here comes Pete. Where's Pete? There you go. We're going to Russia now. How can you look it up in a dictionary if you don't know how to spell it? All right, so my Stargate has taken us to Moscow today. So I hope you enjoy the trip, and don't be afraid to give us a bit of commentary, David, since it's your specialty. All right, let me see. Just hanging out, that's a good thing. All right, I'm going to do this song for Sydney that he requested earlier. This is from my Polaroids and Postcards album, of course, and is for the little child within all of us. The G as me show host. I see.
If I could teach you all the secrets that I've learned about the world, I would, and I would show you only goodness in the world, if I could. But don't be frightened of pain, we need it like the rain, it's there to help us to the other side. It's the times that are the hardest at first that can mean the most and make it all worthwhile. Take this song to keep till later on. My love is in this song, so you're not alone. Hey, Virtual Gopher, see you next time. I write a letter to a small boy. You might not get it now, such a handsome face, but that can't replace compassion and kindness. Make sure you look for all the beauty in the world around you, and inside people too. They'll give it back to you, and they're really all that matters in the end. Take this song to keep till later on. My love is in this song, so you're not alone. I write a letter to a small boy. You might not get it now, but maybe one day when I can put my arms around you, these words will mean to you so much more. I write a letter to a small boy. You might not get it now, but maybe one day when I can put my arms around you, these words will mean to you so much more.
Yeah, it looks like a beautiful city, Moscow. There are some similarities to St. Petersburg. I think the architecture in both cities is so beautiful. And the train stations are pieces of art. They have all sorts of statues and paintings and frescoes. All the underground subways, they're absolutely palatial. They're gorgeous. And those beautiful kind of temples / castles with the cathedrals, I guess, with the coloured domes. There's a similar one to the one in that picture in St. Petersburg as well. The wings are perfect for that song, absolutely. And guess what? Sid has just added to the list again. I love it. And yeah, I adored St. Petersburg. I'd love to go to Moscow. Absolutely. Well, I'm going now. We're going now, right? This is as close as I'll get for a little while. All right, the architecture is the best. I never really particularly thought I was a fan of architecture in general. It's something that, you know, I appreciated a nice looking building if I saw it, but I became a bit obsessed in St. Petersburg. It's so gorgeous. You have that as your ringtone? My song? Oh, that is amazing. Thank you. Okay, this song is not really the kind of song you play on the piano. Ooh, do I even have it here? It's a song that I do in a fantastic band that is called First Ladies of Soul. I do this song. Oh, nice hug. Oh, what? I'm so flattered. Thank you. First Ladies of Soul is a soul band, obviously, but this song kind of is somewhere between disco and soul. Ooh, and having said that, it looks like I played it on the spur of the moment another time, and so I don't know that I actually have the chart here, but I can pull it up later. And yeah, so First Ladies of Soul is Jo Elms, who I think many of you have kind of indirectly met via Twitch or Facebook, and she's going to do her first stream on Twitch very soon. She hasn't announced it yet. And actually, that's a good thing, isn't it? Sometime my ringtone, that's an interesting question. Maybe that's a question of the day. What is your ringtone song? Mine is I'm in the phone booth, it's the one across the hall. If you don't answer, I'll just leave it off the wall. Which is a Blondie song called Hanging on the Telephone. So I thought it was very appropriate, but I got to say, it's quite punky, and every time I hear it, I go, I kind of jump out of my skin, which is okay because it means I'm not going to miss a call, but at the same time, maybe a little bit more mellow is a good idea. All right, Band of Gold, I'm going to have to get to in a little while because I've realised, must have been one of those songs, I just played it on the spur of the moment, so I don't actually have the chart, but I will get it. So let's go to Girl in the Song. which of course is one of mine from the Wallflower album.
Ooh, hey, hey, hey. Ooh, hey, hey, hey. You look at me in the eye while you're singing about her. You don't see the crowd of 1,000 people here. Truth can be heavy. Is this your way of telling me you want me near? Am I the girl in the song that you're singing? Am I the jelly night that keeps your head spinning? Am I the girl in the song? Is it the pillow of my lips and the nape of my neck? The curve of my back and the light in my green eyes. Is it me in the melody? Love is woven there. Am I the one who makes you high? Am I the girl in the song that I'm hearing? Am I the one that gives you reason for living? Am I the girl in the song? Will we stay enshrined there? Is it safe there? The song will always have me wanting you. Am I the girl in the song that I'm hearing? Am I the one that gives you reason for living? Am I the girl in the song? Am I the girl in the song that you're singing? Am I the jelly night that keeps your head spinning? Am I the girl in the song? Ooh, hey, hey, ooh,
Well, Russia's famous for its space race, right? So I thought I'd set the Stargate back to just space. Chasing Sputnik now. We forgot somebody in Moscow. Who did we leave there? Oh, no. That's all right. We can come and pick him up later. Smoke on the water. Oh, R2-D2. That's a good one. Good idea. Thank you. Who did we leave? Who did we leave in Moscow? So, yes, if you missed the little announcement earlier, Katie and I, lovely mod Katie, and I are planning a couple of Halloween parties some people have asked, do we do Halloween in Australia? And we do, but we haven't done it for that long. I remember the first time, I think I just moved into my first house, and kids in the street were Halloweening, but it was such a new thing. We'd all heard of it through American movies, but it wasn't an Australian thing. But obviously, we get a lot of American and British and European culture, and we're a young country, so we tend to absorb a lot of other people's cultures and kind of put a bit of a twist on it and then make it our own. And so these kids came to the door and said trick or treat, and it's the first time that had ever happened. And I wasn't prepared because no one had ever done that before. And I'm a massive sweet tooth. I try not to eat too much, but I love chocolate and candy, anything sweet. So that means there's never any in my house, because as soon as it gets in my house, it goes in my belly. It just doesn't sit there, and I don't have spare chocolate bars and lollies lying around. And all I had were like fruit bars, kind of muesli bars. So I gave them, and they were like, thanks. I'm lucky they didn't do a trick on me after all. But then I was prepared after that. And since I've had a child, we've been doing Halloween, except during the pandemic, because, knocking on people's doors and whatever is not really the thing to do when you're trying to social distance from people. But we always do it. And I love the dressing up. I generally have a gig where I have to dress up. Have to. Oh, force me to dress up, please. But I thought I can't do the Friday, which is the closest, the one before Halloween, because I've got a gig in real life. So I'm sorry I'm going to miss that Friday stream. But I thought I'll do next Wednesday, which is the closest I can get to before Halloween, and then I'll do the following Tuesday. So do witches fly backwards in Australia? Maybe they fly upside down. Our Halloween movies aren't very wholesome. No, that is true. They're pretty damn scary. Yes, Craig, I love caramel slice. Yeah, everyone has their toilet paper this year at least. Does that mean all the houses will be toilet papered? But yeah, Halloween is fun. So I'm going to dress up, and I've already kind of got some animations and some other stuff happening. So I'm excited. And I think you should dress up too. And I know I can't see you, but you could always put a photo in the Discord. I think it's time for some dagginess. What do you think? Some more dagginess. I know Katie's going to agree with me, and I know Sid is going to agree with me, since he actually requested this song. Oh, thanks, Katie. Can we have a big kiss and a cheer for Katie, please? I can't tell you how helpful it is having someone. And Medic, I'm going to say thank you to you too, because I know you help out with some things. It's just so helpful to have somebody, help clear the song list and to do shout outs and that kind of stuff. There's so many buttons I have to press at the best of times that all those things are a massive help. So a big kiss and a hug for Katie. Oh, look, you're getting a few here, Katie. That's not so bad, huh? Mexico celebrates Day of the Dead, yes. I think let's do Daggy. I think it's become almost a fashion. I mean, you could call it cultural appropriation. But, the skulls and the artwork that is so beautiful, the Day of the Dead stuff, has become a fashion statement as well. Don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I do love the fact, there's a hug as well. I do love the fact that Mexico has a day, and, I think in Western society death is a scary, not so often talked about thing, and I think kind of celebrating it in its way is a really good thing. I do love the DAG one. I'm proud of the DAG command. All right. I bet you I hope I am the only streamer on Twitch that has a DAG command. Do you think so? I hope so. Because I made that little emote myself, and it's not as easy as it probably looks. All right.
Well, I saw the thing coming out of the sky. It had one long horn and one big eye. I commenced to shake and I said, oh wee, it looks like a purple people leader to me. It was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people leader. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me. One eye, well, he came down to earth and he lit in a tree. I said, Mr. Purple People Eater, don't eat me. I heard him saying in a voice so gruff, I wouldn't eat you 'cause you're so tough. It was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me. One horn, I said, Mr. Purple People Eater, what's your line? He said, it's eating purple people and it sure is fine. That's not the reason that I came to land. I want to get a job in a rock and roll band. Well, bless my soul, rock and roll purple people eater. Chin-toed undergrowth, flying purple people eater. We wear short shorts, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me. And then he swung from the tree, he lit on the ground. He started to rock and really rocking around. It was a crazy ditty with a swinging tune, singing a boom bop a loopa, a lim bam boom. Well, bless my soul, rock and roll purple people eater. Pigeon toed undergrowth, flying purple people eater. I like short shorts, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me, purple people. Then he went on his way. And what do you know? I saw him last night on a TV show. He was blowing it out, really rocking him dead, playing rock and roll music through the horn in his head. Tequila. Vanessa, that is so funny. Do you think that is the only song I ever do? Oh my goodness, how are you, gorgeous girl? That is so funny. I got caught being a dag yet again. How embarrassment. Jim Beam. Oh, everyone welcome Vanessa. Can we do a streamer shout out for her, please? You know, I'm a big fan of Vanessa and I try and raid her when I can. If there's a song I can do for you, Vanessa, let me know. Oh, and Sydney, you were saying about the dag emote. I think that one, I think the dag emote is when you cheer bits, because it's one I added, so I had to find a slot for it. So I don't think it's part of your sub, but you can always do yellow polka dot bikini, it's coming. You can always do command dag at any time. You know, I didn't want to start charging for the dagginess. All right, I'm going to get to the song list again. Actually, if you wouldn't mind, Katie, can you take off Girl in the Song? That's one I've done. Chip, I don't know if you know Vanessa, but you should check her out. Let's do a shout out for her so that you can go and follow her Twitch page so you know when she goes live. Vanessa is a guitarist, singer, and a cook. I don't know if she's, yes, Vanessa Ainsley, that is the right spelling. And I don't know if you're a cook by career, Vanessa, but I know she does some cooking on her stream as well. And she is Canadian but living in Singapore. I think I've got that right. Command Vanessa. I don't know what that one will do. I keep adding commands to the channel so you never know. You're a noob cook, are you? Oh, well, I think you're better than me. All right. I'm just going to do this song because it's a new one. And I haven't yet learnt the new Adele song, but that is one on my list. But this is a Bob Dylan song done by Adele. when the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case. I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When evening shadows and the stars appear and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regrets. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. There's nothing that I would not do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. Could make you happy, make your dreams come true. There's nothing that I would not do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love.
Ah, thanks for adding some more there. Don't forget anything you'd like to add to the song list, go ahead. I don't always do it in order because I'm naughty, but you know. Kenny knows the guy that wrote All I Want to Do. Oh, I bet he has a nice house. That song did so well, huh? I think, wasn't it a poem before it was a song? That Sheryl Crow took the poem and turned it into a song. I think so. Tigers were walking through space. Clever kitty cat. Hey, David, yes, let's do that one. It's actually called I Don't Want to Be You Anymore. But yeah, what do you call it? Tears in the Swimming Pool. That's a beautiful line in that song. If teardrops could be bottled, there'd be swimming pools filled by models. This is Billie Eilish. Let's see if we can get you to like Billie Eilish, Sid.
Don't be that way, fall apart twice a day. I just wish you could feel what you say. Sure, never tell, but I know you too well. Kind of mood that you wish you could sail. If teardrops could be bottled, there'd be swimming pools filled by models. Told that tight dress is what makes you a whore. If I love you was a promise, would you break it? If you're honest, tell the mirror what you know she's losing feelings, getting old. Was I made from a broken mold? Hurt I can't shake, we've made every mistake. Only you know the way that I break. She's jealous of the other cat. If teardrops could be bottled, there'd be swimming pools filled by models. Told that tight dress is what makes you a whore. If I love you was a promise, would you break it? If you're honest, tell the mirror what she knows you've heard before. I don't wanna be you. I don't wanna be you. I don't wanna be you anymore. Smokey saw the piano cat pop up and was like, I can do even better. So if you heard some kind of, weird sounds happening in there, you know the story, right? Just blame the cat. Hey, that's a good one. Who's anonymous today? Is that you, Katie? This song would be a better choice for the Bond film. There you go. Maybe it's just the wrong song for the film. I'll have to have another listen to it. But I am a little bit blinded when it comes to Billie Eilish because I kind of love everything that she does. Your throne is over there. So I've moved Smokey's throne, but I've actually got another webcam coming so that, I know that I like to keep an eye on her, and you probably do as well. Smokey, just sit down and behave yourself, please. Not you. Okay. I wonder who requested Son of a Preacher Man. It's come up as anonymous. All right, let me see. Are we still in DAG mode? I reckon we are. Let's do this one. This one's for Sid as well. Hey, Virtual Gopher. I hope your Zooms are going well. That actually works. The dancing Mandy in the space background is a good one. Here come the Dags. Bum, 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 bum. She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was as nervous as she could be. She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was afraid that somebody would say 2, 3, 4. Tell the people what she wore. It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So in the locker she wanted to say 2, 3, 4. Stick around, we'll tell you more. Bum 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 bum. She was afraid to come out in the open. Bum bum bum. So a blanket around her she wore. She was afraid to come out of the open, so she sat bundled up on the shore. 2, 3, 4, tell the people what she wore. It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So in the blanket she wanted to say bum 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 bum. She was afraid to come out of the water, and I wonder what she's gonna do. Now she's afraid to come out of the water, and the poor little girl's turning blue. 2, 3, 4, tell the people what she wore. It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So in the water she wanted to stay. 2, 3, 4, stick around, she'll tell you more. I think sometimes when you go into the set list from a different device, it doesn't log you in as your name. It doesn't make any difference. I'm going to do that song right now. So this is a song. You came out just in time for the dagdom. Actually, I can't do that song right now. The chart isn't here. Where is it? All right, that's okay. I will get it up as soon as I get a second. What else have we got here? Let me have a look. Oh. All I Want to Do. That's why you were talking about it before. Okay, I've never played this one before. So let's see how I go. All I wanna do is have a little fun before I die, said the man next to me out of nowhere. It's apropos of nothing. He says his name is William, but I'm sure that it's Bill or Billy or Mac or Buddy, and he's plain ugly to me, and I wonder if he's ever had a day of fun in his whole life. Well, you're drinking beer at noon on a Tuesday in a bar that faces a giant car wash. The good people of the world, they're washing their cars on their lunch breaks, hosing and scrubbing as best they can in skirts and suits. Whoa. They drive their shiny Datsuns and Buicks back to the phone company and record store too. But they're nothing like Billy and me, 'cause all I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. I like a good beer buzz early in the morning, and Billy likes to peel the labels from his bottles of Bud. He shreds them on the bar, then he lights every match in an oversized pack, letting each one burn down to his thick fingers before blowing and cursing them out. And he's watching the bottles of Bud as they spin on the floor, and a happy couple enters the bar, dangerously close to one another. The bartender looks up from his one ad, but all I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. Otherwise, the bar is ours. The day and the night and the car wash too. The matches and the buds and the clean and dirty cars. The sun and the moon. But all I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling the party has just begun. All I wanna do is have some fun. I won't tell you that you're the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. Until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. Until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. I haven't heard that one in years either, David. It's one of those ones every now and again I go, I should do that song, and I'll put the song on my list so I don't forget to do it, and then I forget to learn it. So I had to remind myself as I was playing it, how does that go again? But what a great song. I'll play it better the next time. That was, we call that a live learn. I haven't played it before, so I haven't heard it since the 90s, I don't think. Mel, how are you? I'm really well, thank you. Good to see you. I hope you're well. And if you want to hear any songs, let me know. This is one of my originals, requested by Sid. So, Sid, when do you go to Vegas? I know you've been organising for your trip. I wonder if that's soon. Yeah, 90s. I've been watching Dawson's Creek with my young son. He's watching it for the first time, and I'm watching it for the second time. And, of course, that was the late 90s, and I loved it. And I got to say, I'm loving it again. But this song was in it. That's probably the last time I heard it. So I heard a little bit of the song at least recently. But there's a whole lot of stuff that I've completely forgotten about the 90s. And you think, the 90s wasn't that long ago, was it? And it's like, actually, it was. It was a long time ago. You're going to have a nanny nap. I love a nanny nap. Well, if there's a song I can do before you go to have your nap, let me know. We can stick it to the top of the list. But in the meantime, here's one for Sid. This is from Polaroids and Postcards. When nighttime closes in around us and day is stripped away, you say my name like something precious and take my breath away. It's not possession for us, it's belonging to us. No such thing as close enough. So much passion for us, it's belonging to us. Impenetrable. Truth will show when you stand so close out of mine. Toe to toe, so close, eye to eye. Our world is just this room in this moment, just where we want to be. No one sees me quite as clearly in these spaces in between. It's not possession for us, it's belonging to us. No such thing as close enough. So much passion for us, it's belonging to us. Truth will show when you stand so close out of eye. Toe to toe, so Sometimes I hold on to hurt like a medal at my heart, but we can't take this for granted. Toe to toe, so close, eye to eye. Toe to toe, stand so close, eye to eye.
Hey, that is clever emoting. I'm going to see if I can do something like that. So, wow. You have to do it in 2 lots of thingies. So you wouldn't want anyone to get in between you. Very cool. I can do Shadows on the Boulevard for you, Chip. How are you? Ooh, Haunted Hotel. That sounds like fun. All right, this is another original song. Eye to Eye was from Polaroids and Postcards, which was my previous EP, but this one is from the current album, Wallflower.
I guess you wanted to see your name in the paper. They called you evil, said you didn't have a heart. What drove you to do this? Did no mother love you? Or were you born with all that hate right from the start? You've left a shadow on the boulevard, and people that can never go home. And now there's a shadow on the boulevard, but tomorrow there'll be sun. You must have known they'd never let you live through this. After that there was no chance of forgiveness. Were you really thinking that you could change the world? You should have known humanity is our religion. You've left a shadow on the boulevard, and people that can never go home. And now there's a shadow on the boulevard, but tomorrow there'll be sun. Unfair what life deals. Happiness makes me mad. I'll tear it all down and share the hurt I have. You've left a shadow on the boulevard, and people that can never go home. And now there's a shadow on the boulevard, and tomorrow there'll be sun. You've left a shadow on the boulevard, people that can never go home. And now there's a shadow on the boulevard, but tomorrow there'll be sun. Tomorrow there'll be sun.
Oh, there you go. That was for Chip. Oh, thank you, David. A little bit of a dark song, but then it's me we're talking about, so there you go. All right. Oh, you had it stuck in your head. I take that as a compliment, Ship, even though I know it's very annoying. Hey, virtual golfer, are you still there? I've got something for you. This is something we were talking about last week.
I can see Hayley today, and I can see Karen and Kim and Megan, and Daniel's there too, so it's Tristan and James and Juliet. There's Andrew, there's Katie, there's Joanne. Corey, can you see me? I can see you, and I can see Damien today. I can see Rebecca and Erin and David. There's Leah as well, and there's Gregory and Ben and Mark and Trent. Dean's there too, so's Christopher. Hello Adam, hello Timothy, Caroline, Alicia, Paddy's there too, and I can see Guy, I can see Nadia, and I can see you. I'll look for you next time in the Romper Room School.
That's really interesting, Sydney. Oh, they never say my name. They never said my name. Right. When I was growing up, Romper Room, they never said my name. Sydney, it's interesting you're talking about that. I went to a place in France with Joey and my family, and oh, thank you so much, Virtual Gopher. Did they say your name though? Oh, thank you. It was called Peur de Fouille. It's in France, and it was like, gosh, it's like nothing else in the world, I'm pretty sure. Certainly nothing that I've ever experienced before, but I'm pretty sure it's unique. And it is medieval France, I suppose, set up as a land. And in Sydney, we used to have this place called, I don't think it exists anymore. It's called, I can Amanda, she's in the beer garden with her mates. We used to have this thing called Old Sydney Town, and it was like a recreation of Sydney back in the convict days, and you used to walk around and there'd be people being whipped and, it was for kids, so I don't think they really were doing anything too aggressive, but there were little bits of life from, back in the 1900s in Sydney. And that was cool when you're a kid, but this was like that on steroids. So it had, it had the little blacksmith shop, and you actually stayed in tents, but they were kind of luxurious on the inside, but they looked like medieval tents on the outside. You went to Old Sydney Town, yeah. Well, this was like that, but about 5 trillion times better. And they had these most amazing shows. For example, they had a pirate ship. So imagine you're in almost like a Colosseum-style amphitheatre outside. You're all sitting, and they actually, by the way, they also had lions and a whole gladiator tournament thing that was incredibly realistic. And they even had people dressed up in the audience among you, so you felt like you were there. And it was mind-blowing, the production standards and the theatre. And this is coming from someone cynical. When you're in the business, in whatever business you're in, and you see someone else in the business, you see through a lot of it, and you can't help but judge. It's quite hard to separate that part of your brain and just go, I just want to enjoy this and not think about, how they're making the curtains do that and whatever. But I was so blown away by every moment of this experience. But this one particular one, so you're sitting in an amphitheatre, and in front of you there is a battle going on, and it looks very realistic, and there's like a lake in front of you as well. All of a sudden, how do they even do this? Out of the lake rises a full-size pirate ship with people standing on the decks. There's nothing there, and suddenly it was actually water. You could see it. Comes a pirate ship, and it ends up being burnt. It gets set on fire by part of this battle that's going on because people are throwing, balls of fire and spears alight, and, people are getting set alight, and all of this stuff is happening, and obviously it's not real, but it looks 100% real. It was the most mind-blowing experience from a theatre point of view I've ever seen. Not one stage did you say, I can see the wires, or there must be, some kind of trickery happening with green screens. There's none of that. It was just so amazing. Did they have a wiping pole? What's a wiping pole? Oh, Sydney Town, no, not 25 years ago. Wasn't that long. Please don't say it was. Am I that old? No, this is in France. It's actually, it probably sounds a little bit like what Vegas would do, but I don't know. It's beyond anything I've ever seen. It was actually, there's, I don't know how many kilometres square. It was like a village. It took up an entire village, and it would take you, I think we stayed there 3 nights and we didn't get to see everything. There's specific shows, and there's a lot of work in water and lakes and things appearing out of the lake and floating on top of the lake, and, you know, incredible orchestral music and lights, and just, oh my goodness. Peu de Fruits, it's called, and it's in. It's not in Paris. I mean, there'd be no space for it. It's in a regional part of France. I'll have to find a link to it, but we found out about it through friends, and we told other friends, and they're still raving about it like us. Seriously, I think I've seen some of the greatest theatrical productions that have been put on, like many of us, beyond anything. So insane. And, you know, kind of for kids, but totally for adults as well. Anyway, I don't know what got me onto that topic, but yeah, if you ever hear of it and you're ever nearby, I mean, you have to book miles in advance to get in because it's so popular and people come from all around the world. And as I said, it's a hotel as well. So the hotels, I think you can camp too, but I'm not a camper. But you can have these luxury medieval style tents. And I know that's because you were telling me, Sid, that you were going to watch some kind of jousting thing and you ate without silverware. So they had that kind of thing as well. To keep it all in to the medieval theme, they had big feasts that you could go to and you ate versions of the food they would eat in the same kind of way. So, I lived in Japan for a couple of years, but you know what? I never got to the giant robot show, but I would totally love that. See, Japan is one of my favourite countries in the world, and I lived there for about 2.5 years, but not in Tokyo, although I would go visit there. Oh, yes. Okay. Excalibur, a medieval-themed hotel casino. That sounds like fun too. But imagine something like that, but about 50 times. Just insane, absolutely insane. And apparently this Peu de Fruits place that I'm talking about is actually right next to a village, and all the village, or a lot of the villagers volunteer at Peu de Fruits, and they're the ones that just are dressed up and walking around and sitting in the audience. And, you know, the way that they're dressed even, it's so detailed. You can't tell they're wearing wigs, and it doesn't look like crappy costumes. It looks like the real thing. It's just absolutely insane. This is real. I thought it was a movie. Me? Okay, let me see. What do I have for you next? I still have to look up a couple of songs that I don't seem to have charts for here. Let's do Bridge Over Troubled Water. Oh, the robot fights. Yeah. No, I've heard of it, but I never got to go. Yes, and I've heard of the Luxor, the Egyptian themed place in Vegas. I'd love Vegas. Absolutely love it, but I haven't had the pleasure yet. I know I would love it.
times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. If you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water, I will ease your mind. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will ease your mind. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will ease your mind.
Lou Vella! Oh, Lou, we love you. Let's have a look. This is for you, Lou. Thank you so much. You're really late. You're always welcome. You're not late. Anytime you can drop in is good. So lovely to see you always. And thank you so much for that gift sub. It's much appreciated. Hey, Paul Entertainer. Nice to see you. Thank you so much also for the sub. Oh, you're doing some teaching. Hey, if yes, Lou is at it again. If you have a song that you have time to hear quickly, let me know. All right, let me see. We've got lots of stuff here on the list, and I'm going to get to that now, but you can add anything that you like. A couple of my charts are missing, so it's a couple of them I'm skipping over for now, but I'll get to them. Yes, I have seen the footage of that pirate show in Vegas. It's not the same one. That's impressive also, though. Better late than pregnant. Is that what Kenny says? Oh, he's a character. He's got to drop in and visit Kenny again. Haven't seen him for a little while. How about this one? This is one of my favourite songs of all time, and I've only just learnt it. I might actually do this one. This is a song for David. I might try and use the the loop for this one because it's a very electronic song and I kind of miss it when it's not there.
Teardrops on the fire for hairless summer. Hairless on my breath, teardrop on the fire of my confession. Her hairless on my breath, most faithful mirror, fearless on my breath. Oh, Katie, thank you so much. Teardrop on the fire, fearless on my breath. Stumbling in the dark, stumbling in the dark. The chills that you spill up my back keep me filled with satisfaction when we're done, satisfaction of what's to come. I couldn't ask for another, I couldn't ask for another. Your groove I do deeply dig, no walls on either bridge. My supper dish, my succotash wish. I couldn't ask for another, I couldn't ask for another. Losing heart, losing heart.
Thank you so much. Level 3 hype train. That is amazing. Sydney, you were asking what a hype train is. That just means a whole lot of people jump on and cheer bits and give subs to people and do all that kind of stuff kind of all at the same time. And so hype happens. Thank you so much, guys. You just rock. Yes, Lou is a legend. We all know that. Katie is also a legend, and Paul, and thank you. If I missed anybody there, what was that? Chew, frack and chew. I like it. Thank you so much, guys. So that song, that was for David, and of course that was Teardrop, but I love doing a bit of a mashup, so it was mashed up with Groovers in the Heart. And that's Massive Attack, of course, which is one of my favourite bands of all time. All right, what have we got next? Oh, The End of the World. A bit of Skeeter. Picture is a bit laggy, is it? Oh, I don't know. I've just got I've got a webcam of this main one here. I don't know if I normally have that problem. I might. You heard Macca's Attack. Does everyone say that? Is that just an Aussie thing? Macca's Attack. That's something that when you just have to have McDonald's, like after drinking a lot perhaps, or in the middle of the night or whenever. I haven't had McDonald's for many years, but there was a stage that I was. And we'd say, Macca's Attack. Is it? The video's a little stuttery. I'd say it's more likely to be my slow computer. My laptop is on its last legs. The camera's quite new and I think that works pretty well, but just the processing power of my laptop is starting to really show. So that's the next big expense. The phone is dying and the computer is dying. It could be your eyesight. Actually, have I put this on yet? I have added a new animation. Did I put it in already? Let me have a look. I've got a whole lot of stuff coming up for Halloween. There's one. Okay, this is a little bit of a preview of the kind of stuff that's happening on Halloween. Katie and I have put our heads together and we're going to have a couple of Halloween parties next Wednesday and then the following Tuesday. That's as close as I can get to the real Halloween because I've got gigs and stuff happening. But there's going to be all sorts of surprises. But this is a little bit of a taste. And of course, they're my real eyeballs. My gig on Sunday was amazing, Mel. Thank you. Del Taco is the go-to for drinking here. Now, that sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, my gig on Sunday, I just loved it. I had such a great time. Just to be back, back where I belong, I feel like anyway. So what do you think? Are they pretty scary looking eyes, especially when they come from outer space? So that's just a taste of our Halloween fun. But I kind of liked the eyes and I thought they can stay, even though they look like eggs when they turn to the back. Paul, thank you. And look, I know you're a musician as well, so I so appreciate that. And I know you guys went back to gigs before we did, and I was really enjoying seeing the setup for the gigs you were having, thinking, I'm going to be there soon, but some people are getting to do it. So thank you so much, Paul. He just tipped $20, and I really appreciate that. And the Humanoid Army, of course, that is always going to be part of my stream. Who doesn't need a humanoid army? Tell me that, huh? Just put my face in the right spot so you can tell that, I am the angel. How about with this face? All right, this is a song from Skeeter Davis that I love. Look at that. Hype train complete at level 4. 12 subs and 595 bits. You guys, thank you.
does the sun go on shining? Why does the sea rush to shore? Don't they know it's the end of the world? 'Cause you don't love me anymore. Why do the birds go on singing? Why do the stars glow above? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when I lost your love. I wake up in the morning and I wonder why everything's the same as it was. I can't understand, no, I can't understand how life goes on the way it does. Why does my heart go on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye. Why does my heart go on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye.
Oh, there you go. There's a lullaby for you, Mel. I think that's kind of a nice sleepy song. Have a fabulous nana nap. And hopefully we'll see you another time. Great to see you pop in. Thank you. I'm not going to have a nap, but I'm going to just go and check on my young man downstairs. But I will be back in just a few minutes.
You may find cats to be mysterious animals, but believe it or not, it's easy to buddy up with a feline if you know what to do. In this video, we'll show you 10 proven ways drawn from scientific studies to get a cat to like you. Let them call the shots. Cats are so adorable that people want to greet them with a big hug. Some people go up to the cat, corner them, and try to pet them to win them over. But remember, this is a common mistake for cat lovers. According to recent studies, it's best to let the cat make the first move. A study conducted in Switzerland has shown that when humans sit back and wait and focus on something else like reading a book, cats are more likely to approach and less likely to withdraw when humans respond. This is why many kitties are attracted to allergic people, as people with allergies don't really seek out to pet cats. Another study from the University of Zurich Urschel found that interactions last longer and are more successful when the cat both initiates an activity and decides when it ends. Cats are very independent creatures. They don't like to be smothered with affection, and they need some personal space every now and then. If your kitty displays signs of aggression, just walk away. It's better to end an unpleasant interaction before it leads to a strain in the relationship. Pet them where they enjoy it most. How does your cat prefer being pet? It's a question that has stumped many cat owners for centuries, but science now has an answer. A study conducted by the University of Lincoln in the UK found that cats show more positive behavioural responses like purring or kneading when they are pet between the eyes and ears. And they display more negative responses like hissing, swatting or swishing their tails when they are pet around their tail area. Yes, that's right, cats don't actually enjoy being stroked at the base of their tail. At least, that was the case for most of the 54 cats in this study. Researchers believe that a cat's tail area is an erogenous zone, and petting this part of their body may overstimulate them. The researchers did not attempt to pet the cat's belly, probably because they didn't want the risk of injury. A cat's belly area is very vulnerable, so touching it may be stressful or even threatening. And remember, cats see petting as akin to grooming or licking, which happens between two friendly cats. Check your scent. A cat's sense of smell is the main way they identify people and objects. Their sense of smell is 14 times better than that of humans. If a cat is afraid of you, make sure to check your scent, as your cat may be staying clear of it. You may have the scent of another cat or a dog on your pants, or you may have strong smells like perfume, deodorizers, disinfectants, bleach, garlic, or onions on your clothing. If your cat retreats when they sniff your hands, it may be because they don't like the smell of your hand soap. Make sure to use unscented hand soaps, shampoos, hand sanitizers, and makeup remover wipes. You may think the scents will fade away after a few hours, but your cat will still be able to smell them for a long time afterwards. Approach them like a cat. Cats communicate primarily through scent and body language. Most felines greet each other with a nose-to-nose sniff. And while humans shake hands, cats boop to say hello. To increase your bond with a cat, try approaching them the way they would greet other felines. Mimic the nose-to-nose behavior by gently offering your non-threatening fingertip at their nose level. Your finger acts like a nose substitute, and most cats will walk up and sniff or investigate your finger. And chances are you may even get a cheek rub against your finger. Lucky you, that's basically a cat's way of greeting you. Conversely, the cat may back away if they feel unsure about interacting. Mimic feline scent. If you own a dog, you probably know that canines love nothing more than sniffing around and exploring the new smells of the world around them. Cats, on the other hand, don't like new smells, and any unfamiliar scents can put them off. And this is why most cats are not big fans of change, relocation, or strangers, as new environments bring a lot of new smells and signs they have yet to explore. If you don't want to bring new smells to a cat's home, you may spray yourself with a cat pheromone. Pheromones are a type of chemical communication that all cats use to interact with each other and the environment around them. These messages are released from the scent glands around their body. Different pheromones send different messages to other cats and influence their behaviors. This is why your cat may bump you or rub their body on objects. By doing so, they leave pheromone messages. Oftentimes, cat owners use pheromone sprays to protect a new object or furniture, but if you are the new object, you may want to spray yourself to calm a new cat. Human interaction over food. A 2017 research conducted in Oregon State University studied what attracts cats the most. The scientists offered cats a choice between food, toys, scent, and social interaction with humans, and watched what happens. Believe it or not, they found that most cats prefer social interaction with humans over everything else, even food. Interestingly enough, some recent studies suggest that what really attracts cats to humans is the presence of interactive toys, like a wand toy with feathers, strings, or other prey-like attachments that evoke a cat's predatory behavior. Frequent interactive play is an excellent way to bond with your
Oh, I hope you're taking notes then. How to make a cat love you. So David Houston here recently bought a new car and it came with a cat. And it's a kitten and it was grey. It is grey coloured. So Smokey, I hope you're very honoured. Smokey's sitting over in the corner there. That David called her Smokey, but apparently she farts. You get that. All right, I've got some songs that were requested earlier. This one is a disco song. I was talking about a band that I do called First Ladies of Soul, and we do this in that band. So I'll do a lo-fi piano version. But this song is, do you know it? I must say I had never heard it before I learnt it for the band. Apparently it's 1970. Frida Payne was the name of the singer. Oh, yes, sure, Lou. It's always good to have someone to blame, right? Just blame yourself. Always blame the cat. Disco Duck, no, it's not quite that daggy. It is called, Hug and a Kiss. It is called Band of Gold. And it's interesting that these are the words, right? That night on our honeymoon, we stayed in separate rooms. I wait in the darkness of my lonely room, filled with sadness, filled with gloom, hoping soon that you'll walk back through that door and love me like you tried before. Now, Frida Payne is the name of the singer, but she didn't write the song. And they recorded it and they put it out and it didn't really go that well. But then the gay community kind of caught on to it, went, hang on, that's about a guy on his honeymoon that doesn't do because he's actually gay and he's married to a woman. And it took people, including Frida Payne, the singer of the song, to work out what it was all about. So there you go. And this is 1970, so it was all a bit, Hey, Tuck Shop Dave, how are you? You think Leonard Skinner wrote a song about cat farts? And how about Phoebe on Friends? Smelly cat, smelly cat? Yeah, there you go. How are you, Tuck Shop Dave? Good to see you. So that long story about a gay man who marries a woman and then, sleeps in a separate room. This is a song I'm about to do. David, did you have any idea that was what it was all about? It's disco, but I probably will be playing, lo-fi Mandy version.
Now that you're gone, all that's left is a band of gold. All that's left is the dreams I hold, is a band of gold, and the memories of what love could be.
This is in the wrong key. I'm going to have to change that. It's super, super high. Lady Gaga, she sung Smelly Cat. All right, I'm sorry, I'll have to go back to that. This is what happens when you do something on the spot and you don't practice it first, because I didn't have the chart, so I had to just pull it up. And it's not right. That's all right, I'll be back to that one after that super full-on long story. Oh, it was the song I was singing when Smokey jumped down from my lap. You're Smokey. This is a song that Virtual Gopher requested earlier.
Billy Ray was a preacher's son, and when his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered round and started talking, that's when Billy would take me walking. Through the backyard we'd go walking, he'd look into my eyes. Lord knows, to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was, ooh, yes, he was. Isn't always easy, no matter how hard I tried. When he started sweet talking to me, he'd come and tell me everything is alright. Kiss and tell me everything is alright. Can I get away again tonight? The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was, ooh, yes, he was. How well I remember the look that was in his eyes, stealing kisses from me on the sly, taking time to make time, telling me he's all mine, learning from each other's knowing, looking to see how much we've grown. But the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was, ooh, the only one son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was a sweet-talking son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever teach me was a sweet-talking son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever groom me was a sweet-talking son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. Hey, Sun Watcher, how are you going? For Halloween, it's called Son of a Creature Man. I like it. Yes, that is true, David. My very first boyfriend, I don't really think you'd call it a boyfriend, but there was, I used to go to Sunday school, and the minister's son, so the preacher's son, his name was Marcus. I won't say any surnames. I fancied him, and he asked me to the church dance. It was like church fellowship dance, and I don't know, maybe I was 13 or 14, and it's the first time I'd ever gone to any kind of date, anything like that, and I got all dressed up. I remember I asked if I was allowed to wear stiletto heels, and Mum let me, but of course I walked like this anyway because I wasn't used to it, and I wore lipstick, and it was all very exciting. And pretty much as soon as I got there, I saw Marcus, and, I was waiting for him to tell me that I maybe looked pretty or something, and he didn't. He said, "Do you want to go outside?" I mean, hello, you're the preacher's son, and I'm at a church social. What are you doing? And of course I said no. So he went out with another girl instead. So every time I sing Son of a Preacher Man, I think of that. First base, not even first base. Nothing happened at all. I got rejected. So I tottered around on my stiletto heels trying to pretend I belonged, even though I'd lost my date within about 5 seconds. Yeah, there you go. What a loser. Let's do, that's a pretty song. This is for David. Sound of Silence. That guy was an idiot, Lou. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he just had good taste. Darkness, my old friends, I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping, and the seeds while I was sleeping, and a vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, while my eyes were flashed over neon light that split the night and touch the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dares disturb the sounds of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, Take my arms that I might reach you, but my words like silent raindrops fell and echoed in the wells of silence, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign fleshed out its warning in the words that it was forming, and the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sounds of silence.
Hey, Dicky Knees, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, we have a few little extra animations, and that's part of me getting ready for Halloween. So Katie and I are cooking up a couple of Hallow streams where we're going to do all sorts of theme stuff, going to dress up, etc. And I'm going to have a whole lot of new animations, but the eyeballs are a taste of what is to come. I do love that tiger. Much better behaved than my Smokey. So yes, they are. They can be redeemed by clicking on the little Mandy, the little pink Mandy in the bottom left-hand corner, and you can redeem your channel points there to make animations happening. But I also have a new command. You know, it's these small things that kind of make me happy. And I spent last night trying to work out how to do a DAG command. This was kind of your suggestion, Lou. You were talking about an emote, and you can get a DAG emote. I don't know if you know how it works, except for the streamers among you. By the way, have we done a shout out for Paul? I hope we have. If not, maybe we can do another extra one anyway. That would be awesome. If you wouldn't mind, Katie, can you do a shout out for Paul Entertainer? That would be great. There's the DAG command. So these kind of things make me happy. And Lou, you're the one that said I should have a DAG emote. So I think you get the emote if you cheer a certain amount of bits, but you can use the DAG command at any time. Oh, let's do some Belinda Carlisle. Is this you, Virtual Gopher, as well? It's come up as anonymous, so I'm going to assume it's you. A little bit of 80s love. Oh, yeah, exactly. What dollars would be needed for a new computer? I use, I'm allergic to apples, I like to say. I worked for Microsoft, and I think I got indoctrinated anti-Apple. So I use, this is a Lenovo, and I've got to say, so it's Windows. It's been pretty damn good. It's lasted me, I don't know, I suppose things should last longer, right? But things don't. This was, I don't know how much that one cost, but I'm deciding with all the streaming and everything that I'm doing, I'm going to do a desktop this time, and I'm going to do a custom build, which is actually way cheaper than getting an expensive laptop, and it'll be much better for streaming and that kind of things. Yes, Paul Entertainer is an awesomely fabulous streamer. Oh, Paul's Twitch isn't up yet. Okay, fair enough. Well, as soon as it is, we'll be ready for you, Paul. So here is a Belinda Carlisle song. I'm pretty sure it's for Virtual Gopher.
Take my hand, tell me what you're feeling. Understand, this is just the beginning. Although I have to go, it makes me feel like crying. I don't know when I'll see you again. Darling, leave the light on for me. I'll be there before you close 'Cause when the world takes me away, you are all the air that I breathe. I can't explain, I don't know just how far I have to go. But darling, I'll keep the key, just leave a light on for me. Yes, I know what I'm asking is crazy. You could go, just get tired of waiting. But if I lose your love, put off by my desire, that would be the one regret of my life. Darling, leave the light on for me. I'll be there before you close the door, give you all the love that you need. Darling, leave the light on for me. 'Cause when the world takes me away, you are all the air that I breathe. I can't explain, I don't know just how far I have to go. But darling, I'll keep the key, just leave a light on for me. Just like a spark lights up the night. Baby, that's your heart. Baby, that's your heart. Baby, that's your heart. Darling, leave the light on for me. I'll be there before you close the door, give you all the love that you need. Darling, leave the light on for me. 'Cause when the world takes me away, you are all the air that I breathe. Darling, leave the light on for me. I'll be there before you close the door, give you all the love that you need. Darling, leave the light on.
Well, the harmony pedal was kind of picking some strange harmonies there, but there you go. You can't always trust your backing singers. I should know since I've made my living as one. Your desktop is wanting you to upgrade to the next Windows. Yes, is it not a good idea? Because that's starting to pop up, isn't it? The next version of Windows. Well, you know, I used to... Thank you. You know, I used to... oh, there it is. Paul Entertainer. He is there already. I used to work for Microsoft. You know, I had a real job before I decided to do music full time. And I did a degree in marketing at university, and then I went and worked for Microsoft. And so, you know, I'm in two minds about them. But one thing that they always said, and these are the people that really knew, they always said, don't get the first version of anything we put out or anybody else puts out for that matter. So always wait for, you know, the next incarnation, is that the right word? The next version. So if it's Windows 6, wait for Windows 6.01 or whatever it is, because they fix those bugs that they don't really know about until a lot of people have been using it and complained about it. So always wait for that next version. And sometimes don't you just wish you hadn't upgraded and you suddenly everything is different? You're like, why did I do that? I do a lot of Photoshop kind of stuff, and I've got a version that's about 15 years old and I love it. I'm just kind of Service Pack, yes. Well, Virtual Golfer, you would know these things. I know you work in the tech industry. And I mean, this was a few years ago I worked for Microsoft, but I'm assuming things haven't changed that much, that no matter how much work a company puts into releasing a product, there's going to be bugs and there's going to be problems. How long have you been waiting for a better version of Windows? Since since the first version came out. Yeah, see, Windows 7 was good. And it also depends, doesn't it, on your computer and what it can cope with, because generally the new versions require a lot more processing power. So, yes, it gets tricky. The better version of Windows is Mac. Aha. Oh, dear. I've got to say I'm not a Macintosh fan for lots of reasons. I get it. I know why people love it. It's got a much friendlier, stylish look about it, hardware and software. I don't know. I think it's a little bit like cats and dogs. You just happen to love one or the other. Linux. I've never used Linux, but I know proper tech people, obviously like you, love it. So I've used Mac before. I think what really put me off, I had one of the first iPods that came out. They're really big, chunky ones. And in those days, you had to buy an extra, like a little piece of hardware if you wanted a microphone. You had to buy an extra little piece of hardware if you wanted a radio transmitter thingy bobby, you know, so you could hear the radio on your iPod. I'm talking about the black and white, really chunky, the first ones, right? You obviously you had to get a specific charger, you had to get specific headphone attachments in those days, and anything that you wanted to do extra than just plain old listen to music, you had to buy a lot of money. You had to pay a lot of money. Mainly to Belkin, I think, were the only ones making the accessories, and they had to be very specific Apple accessories. Anyway, I did that. I bought every little thing. I used it for work, you know, all the time, learning stuff, and I figured I could make the investment in it. I think it had a year warranty, and about 3 weeks after the year, the little hard disk inside seized up, and the only way I could get it to work was dropping it from a certain height, and I had to hold it flat because I didn't want to break it, and I would drop it onto carpet, and then the hard disk would shift and it would work again. And so, you know, you just see me doing this all the time, and eventually it died. So I bought another one. None of the attachments fit. I'm talking hundreds of dollars worth of attachments, the radio thing, the microphone thing, all of that stuff. They changed all the jacks. So I had to rebuy everything. And then that one only lasted just beyond. Yeah, that's the way I feel those eyes. That one only lasted a little bit beyond the warranty as well. I'm like, no. And I ended up buying a Creative Zen MP3 player. And apparently Creative are the ones that designed the first ever MP3 player anyway. Didn't look anywhere near as stylish as the iPod, but it worked about 5 times better. So there you go. It's genius. Just kick it or drop it and it'll work. And it's overly expensive, yeah. But I do get it because it is stylish and it's friendly and it's obvious how to use it. So anyway, I do get the Apple versus PC thing, but I think I've had too many times I felt ripped off by Apple that I've gone, there you go. Yes. Used to work for an electrical appliance store and I agree. Anyway, people that love their Macs love their Macs, and I don't think you get quite as much love in the Windows world. Everyone kind of love-hates Microsoft. Yeah, Creative Zen was the best. And so mine was like, even though the iPod I first bought was a bit of a brick, the Creative Zen was about 3 times the size, but it had a big screen. It was colour, and the iPods hadn't started coming out in colour yet. So I could watch, you know, proper video on it, which was a huge novelty at the time. All the headphone jacks and everything were all standard, so you could just buy, you know, from all different brands, so it didn't cost you much. Have you got a reel-to-reel player, David? Hey, Pacific Love, I didn't see you before. How are you, my darling? It's good to see you there. Heavy, yes. It was good for a paperweight as well. Anyway, you know, I'm a nerd and I could talk about... it wasn't your request, Virtual Gopher, but you'll take it. Leave a light on. Was that for you, Jimmy? Anyway, whoever it was for, thank you for requesting it, because I really enjoyed playing a little bit of Belinda Carlisle. I've got to say, I've got to go in a minute. You used to be a petroleum financial computer engineer. Sid, The things that you learn about people, you think you know them, and you don't. I had no idea. There you go. So you're probably a nerd as well. All right, I might go off list if you don't mind. I've got to get to my son in a minute, who is about to finish school. We're still doing online school in Australia, but it's going back next week. But I'm going to finish with this song. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you again. I'm back on Friday. I've got a real gig tomorrow. Not that this isn't real. This is totally real. But I'll have a live audience. Not that you're not live. You know what I mean. But I'm back at the casino tomorrow night. And then Friday I'll be streaming. And Saturday I'll be down in Thirroul Beaches for my Fleetwood Mac tribute. Yeah, you go and get Joey for me.
I wish you could swim like the dolphins. The dolphins can swim. Oh, nothing will keep us together. Oh, we can be there forever and ever. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day. I will be king. You will be queen. But nothing will drive them away. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day. We can be honest just for one day. I can remember standing by the wall and the guns shot over our heads, and we kissed as though nothing could fall. Shame was on the other side. Oh, we can be there forever and ever. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day. We can be heroes. Oh, we can be heroes. We can be heroes just for one day.
Oh, I'm loving the little the wings that, well, you're giving me, kinda. Thank you. You guys rock. Thank you so much for the hype train action, and thank you just so much for being here. So much appreciated. And thank you. A little bit of Bowie. I was, I get, what's the word? When, like people that smoke and then they need to have a cigarette. Cravings. I was getting cravings for David Bowie, so I hope you don't mind. I do have a whole lot of requests that I didn't get to, and I do apologise, but I will get to them Yeah, for sure, Katie. Let's give a raid a go. Katie and I have both had technical issues with raids in the past. So let's see if it's going to work for us today. Let me see who's online. If there's any suggestions of people we can raid, let me know. I'm always open to it. And I've discovered some people that I absolutely adore through other people's suggestions. Because, you know, you discover who you discover, but it's always really great to get a recommendation. Let's see who's live. I'll let you know the people that are live. That Anna Weatherup. All right, I don't know her, but I'm really happy to try. I actually just rated Vanessa A last week. Otherwise, I would go with that, Lou. But let's try. I have never heard of Anna. She's got a cool name. Hey, Katie, do you want to give that one a go? And you've listened to Matt Burrows. That's another one. All right. Well, cool. That's another option. Oh, she was on Pete's stream. Oh, okay, cool. So let's do it. Okay, I have got a raid command, which means if you do command raid, it'll come up with a raid call. So you can copy it and then you can paste it into the stream when we get there so that... oh, she's an Aussie too. Oh, it's always good to expand their Aussie network, isn't it? So, Katie, do you want to give it a go? So do /raid, then a gap, and then Anna Weatherup, and then press the chat button. You can just go. Just press chat straight away. We're all good. Oh, let's quickly do the raid call. So this is something you can copy and paste. There we go. There's the raid call. But yeah, we're ready, Katie. So... make sure you press the purple chat button because unlike when you actually chat, when you do a raid, you have to press the chat button for it to work. So just go when you're ready if you've got it set up. Maybe it's not working again. Don't worry, we always have troubles with raids. But I can do it from my end if it's not working. But please give a big thank you to Katie for being an awesome mod. And everyone else that helped out today as well and dropped in and visited. Let's go. I'll do the raid from this end if it's not working for you. Oh, well, now let's give you a second. Because Katie and I are both learning and helping each other here. So, you know, things take a little bit longer. It's no big deal. So I'll be back, by the way, on Friday at 5 p.m. It would be great to see you then. Lots of mod love for Katie. You know, Katie's job is to look after dogs, which I just think it could be one of the best jobs ever. I think that's such a lovely thing. And she rescues some animals as well. It won't let you do it from your end. Oh, have I not modded you, Lou? Maybe that's what the issue is. All right, that's okay. I can do it from this end. I hope you can join me for a little while. Mwah! Much love to all of you. See you later.
It delivers me from all there is to fear.
Have a blessed day. Thank you, man. Stubbsy, just popped into sub and see the new setup. Gotta go be miserable. Don't